Have you ever seen something so crazy? All you do is you pull down on this lever here and you push the button and you let the cutting begin. Oh yeah. Very cool. Welcome back to another Jeff Reviews for you. And as you saw, we are looking at two different types of next-gen scissors, the ZipSnip and the As Seen on TV laser scissors. So you know what? Enough talk. Let's get right into this review. Let's unbox the ZipSnip. All right, we can get into it right here. Oh wait, it's got a heat seal here. I kind of need the ZipSnip just to get into the ZipSnip. All right. So let me get some scissors and cut into this. Now that that's cut open, we can really take a closer look. So I have the ZipSnip, which actually looks like maybe a mini circular saw with a handle. That's kind of, ooh, it has some battery charge, which is kind of cool. I'm looking forward to reading through the directions and really testing this thing out. I see a charger here, which tells me that, yep, this is rechargeable. That makes sense. All right, so let me read through the directions and I'll let you know what we have to do. You should note that the ZipSnip has a proprietary charger, so don't lose this. Sometimes things come with a USB or micro USB. This one has its proprietary, so you're supposed to use this charger with it to fully charge the battery. What I want to do is I actually want to take this package that it came in and see if I can use this to ZipSnip it right off. All right, so here's the thin part. Push the button. Now I have not charged this, that was right from the factory, but it seemed to do okay. You notice how I had to like peel this this part up, so that it would go through. It doesn't work like a pair of scissors, you're gonna have to definitely move it around. When it's charging, the indicator light here is red, and you notice that you actually cannot use it when it's in its charging mode. So you can only use it when it runs on battery. Of course, we see when the WORX ZipSnip is fully charged, we have a green light here on the end. Now let's check out these laser scissors. As you can see, this is an As Seen on TV item, so we're supposed to be able to cut straight every time. Let's open these up. You know what? This heat seal stuff bothers me. What can I use? Let's go for the ZipSnip. Oh yeah, cutting right through. That ZipSnip sure made light work out of cutting open these laser scissors. All right, so it looks like maybe our battery is not going to be dead. I was worried about that. I have an on-off button here. Some scissors. All right, let's pull the tab. Any laser left? No, no laser. I just took off this cap and it looks like some of that plastic tab didn't break off all the way. So let's take the rest of that off and re-put this together. For those of you wondering what type of battery to use, you actually get two of these LR44 batteries. All right, we just put everything back together, but I noticed that there's some separation here and almost like it's springy, and that kind of worries me. Does that mean these screws aren't tightened? I don't know, but let's check the laser. Look at that, we actually have a laser. How cool is that? And of course, you're never supposed to look directly at a laser, but you can see that it comes right down and shines on top of the scissors to try to get you a perfect cut. Let's get some paper. Well, I've noticed my first problem. So you can see that my laser goes off to the left, and it is because what I was looking at before with this part right here not being straightened or not being tightened in. So I'm gonna figure a way to hook this in tighter, maybe have to unscrew it and screw something in. We'll see down here. But I can't test this out until I fix it because all my cuts will be crooked. I actually found my issue. This screw right here is supposed to go down to a post in here, but it's actually broken off, so it will not screw back in. I'm gonna end up getting some flex tape and just taping this down, hoping that will hold it in place. And there you have it. Flex tape to the rescue. I have a piece going down here, and then I also did one here in the front, and that part is now super, super solid. And more importantly, our laser is straight. It's been a few days since I put the tape on, and as you can see, it's just not holding. So although the scissors cut nicely, the laser is just off-centered and doesn't really make any sense to continue with these scissors. So I ordered a new pair. As seen on TV, laser scissors, same type of thing, except it's different packaging. Hopefully these ones are not damaged. They seem to be built the same, for the most part, they look almost identical. I will say the screws on the original one that are Phillips here are more of like a hex bolt on the new one, which is okay. So I'm excited to try out these scissors still. They're easily able to pull the pull tab, and there is our laser, and it does look pretty straight. Now that we have a good pair of laser scissors ready, let's do a quick test. So I have one reference mark on the end here for each. So the first one's gonna be laser, then I'm gonna do the zip snip, and then a regular pair of scissors. So what I'll do is I'll put the laser on, start cutting down, and see how straight that line is, and then I'll do the zip snip and the scissors. Let's go. All right, so I'm lining up on my reference line. Hopefully you can see that. I'm gonna try to keep it as straight as I can. Cutting down all the way. A little bit of wobble, but it seems okay. As I cut down the line, I noticed that the scissors were cutting directly to the right of the laser, maybe by a 1/16 of an inch, so you're not exactly on, so that does have to be something to be considered. All right, let's see how the zip snip does with no laser. Let's see, try to line it up. Cutting down. Nope. That was a terrible cut. All right, now, regular scissors. All right, so as we look at our cuts, which one looks the straightest? Round one goes to the laser scissors. You can see, even though I was off to the right just a little bit, this is a straight line. The zip snip is a little wavy, and of course the scissors are pretty choppy, so round one goes to the laser scissors. Round two, we're gonna up our game a little more, and we're gonna cut some wrapping paper. One has the grid lines and one does not. So I'm actually gonna try to follow the scissors down the actual dotted line just to see what it looks like, but I'm definitely off by at least a 1/16 of an inch off-centered. So in my opinion, when you're cutting wrapping paper that has the grid line already on it, these laser scissors do not do anything better for you than just a regular pair of scissors. Since we have the wrapping paper out, I'm gonna try the zip snip, and the zip snip does say you're supposed to be able to cut wrapping paper with it, although this is not something I would use. I will test it out here. Actually, you know what? I'm really impressed. I did not think it was going to work that well. Let me finish this line. Step aside, laser scissors. Step aside, regular scissors. The WORX ZipSnip is here now to cut our wrapping paper. That did a phenomenal job. All right, so if we're using wrapping paper that does not have the gridded line, this laser is pretty convenient. I can make a small tail at the other end and just sort of line it up and follow all the way down. So that is sort of convenient. At least more so than regular scissors. Wow, after round two, I think the laser scissors will take it again because I'm able to mark down a straight cut. Although the regular scissors did a good job and so did the zip snip, the laser scissors are giving us the straightest cut. That being said, I pretty much just buy gridded paper, and so for me, cutting wrapping paper, it's going to be the zip snip. Round three, we're going to cut some cardboard and some plastic. Even though this was an easy one to open, we'll see how the scissors do. And as you can see, really not that difficult. Took a little effort to cut down, but it cut right through. Now, let's try the zip snip. Here we go. Oh, looks like it's making a little bit of an effort to go through, but it still made it. I think I need to recharge our zip snip. I've been using that a lot lately. We're going to take a little break while we charge back up our zip snip. And if we look at round three, it's kind of hard to give a winner because realistically, all I used the laser scissors for was the scissors. I didn't use the laser, and the zip snip really tore through it. I have been using the zip snip a lot lately, but if I had to give a winner, the scissors did cut easier. Although it is more fun with the zip snip. Just like that, in about 30 minutes, we are fully charged again, which is test number 4, that the WORX, you can recharge it anytime you need to, whereas I have to go replace the batteries for the laser scissors. So tell me, what are your thoughts of these two scissors, either the zip snip or the laser scissors? Do you have a preference, or do you think, man, I'm just gonna use my regular ordinary scissors? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. I will say, Even though there are two different types of scissors, I do like the convenience of the WORX scissors a whole lot better, because all I'm doing is when I'm cutting is I'm pushing a lever and a button and it's cutting. I don't have to do the scissor type motion, so that takes the strain off my hand and just, you know, allows me to cut a lot longer than if I was using a typical pair of scissors. In this video, we are taking a look at the ZipSnip. It's the WORX pair of electronic scissors and the As Seen on TV laser scissors. So what did I think of it? First things first, let's talk price. The WORX scissors retails for right around $40. It does have that rechargeable battery, and the As Seen on TV laser scissors are about 15 bucks. So you know what's funny? This video is actually over a year in the making, and I started out with just the ZipSnip, and I've been using it for a long time, and I've been really impressed. But recently, I checked out on Instagram, and I see these laser scissors. I'm like, man, I've got to try those out. And you saw what happened with my first pair, so, well, I had to get a second pair. Let's talk about the pros of these two scissors. We'll start with the ZipSnip first. I love that it's rechargeable. That is absolutely important. You're not hunting for batteries. You just got to plug it in and charge it. I also like that every time that wheel or that blade spins, it's actually sharpening itself, giving you a nice, clean cut. One other thing, man, if you have trouble with, maybe your hands have arthritis or cramping and you can't do that typical scissors motion, this takes that out of play and you can absolutely cut things that you need to. As for the As Seen on TV laser scissors, if you're able to get a pair that's not broken, that laser is actually really convenient, especially if you can do a reference point down the way and cut. You can sort of get a nice clean cut line. Also, the scissors seem like the blades were high quality, although I didn't care for the handles as much, seemed a little cheaper. They did cut pretty nice. Anyway, that was my full review of the ZipSnip and the As Seen on TV laser scissors. If either of these items are of interest to you, I will leave a link down in the description. This is Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You. As always, thanks for stopping by and I hope you have a great day. After filming this video, I started playing around here with the screws on the scissors and I learned that you can actually adjust the lasers. And so watch this. So I have the laser on. I'm gonna put the screw in there. Let's just start spinning that. See how I can adjust the laser? And I thought, well, that's cool. I can go left or right, but how come I can't go the other way to make this go straighter? Well, then you can actually go to the other screw. Watch this. I can actually turn this so I can straighten my laser, and that puts me on target. In my opinion, this takes away the cons that I had for these pair of scissors because now I can straighten them up right down the blade. Very cool. All right, so I want to test this out now. So I learned if I have my scissors open, I sort of like get in the way of the laser, and now I have two different laser pieces, but if I keep them closed, I have a nice straight line. So I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to go from here to the end without much issue. All right, lined up. There we go. I'm keeping a relatively straight line all the way down. I'm taking small cuts, so this might be more jagged, but you know what? It does look like it's gonna split right down. Awesome. I think that actually did a really great job. I really do appreciate that you stayed around for my entire review of these two next gen scissors. You know what? I've actually reviewed quite a few of the WORX products, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna link a playlist right here to all of my WORX reviews, and I would love it if you would click on this link. And when you do, by the magic of the internet, I'm gonna join you at those reviews. So go ahead, click it. It's safe, I promise.